All right, what's going on, everybody? This is cardio day 5. We've been at it for 5 days already at 60 minutes a day on our cardio. We're gonna get it. We got an hour and 2 minutes. I already set my timer, so let's go ahead and just start rocking. We got another shirt that we're gonna get all full of sweat today. So got the fan off, got the some of the windows closed. I got 2 windows open in case there's a draft, but for the most part, everything's closed and off. So we're already working up a sweat. We're gonna work up a good sweat today. It's humid today, so let's go ahead and get it. I don't know. I feel like today's going by slow. 26 minutes in. 26 minutes in. Yeah, it's been a journey. 108 pounds. It's a journey. It's an out of control roller coaster, if I could say. You know, sometimes you got your ups and you got your downs and shit. Sometimes you'll gain a bunch of weight and then you'll lose a little bit of weight, and then one day you'll just drop a lot of weight, and then you'll gain some more weight. It's just a roller coaster ride. You gotta accept it. I wouldn't change it for nothing, though. It is what it is. 8 minutes left, guys. If we stay, a message to everybody out there, man. Get it. The one thing in this world that you can get for free, that's getting in shape. It don't cost no money to get in shape. I know I got that fancy bike, and but if I really wanted to, I would just go running, walk down the block or something like that. Maybe do some kind of body squats, push-ups, pull-ups. Calisthenics is always free. Um, Fill up 2 gallons of water, and you got about 9 pounds each right there. You know, make some dumbbells out of concrete if you have to. But yeah, man. The thing is how much do you want it? How far are you gonna push to achieve what you really want? Because at the end of the day, it's just on you. It's not on anybody else. Nobody else's responsibility for the way you turned out, especially when it comes to your diet. And this is my fault. My body is my fault. I control everything that goes in it, and so now I gotta suffer for that. That's why I gotta do all this. But some people love the torture that they put themselves through, and I love doing this. I love working out. I always did. I would just be lazy about it. So basically for me, it's just back to basics. Going to the gym, getting in shape, it's gonna be nothing but positive. There is some negative. You are gonna have people that are gonna try to fucking blindside you and bullshit you from the left side, talking about, oh well, if I had all this time to go to the gym, I'd get fit also. But you don't. And you probably do have time, but you just go home and go sit straight on the fucking couch and watch your fucking game shows or whatever it is. Because if somebody really wanted to, they will get on it. There's always an excuse why not to do it. You know what I mean? Like I used to work 12 hours a day. The only time I would look for in that day were the 2 hours that I got able to go to the gym. Those are the only 2 fucking hours of the day that I would look forward to. I hated getting up in the morning, but I love getting out of work. At the end of the day, cardio is what works. You get like these ugly calluses on your hand and shit like that from grabbing the barbells and trashing your hands on the knurlings and stuff like that. But that's life. I was always told that you're supposed to have rough hands and shit. And when I be shaking people's hands, they're like, "Ooh, what the hell?" Like, oh my bad, those are my calluses, dog. And they'll be like, "What the hell? Let me see that." And they see my hands, and they're like, "Man, your hands are all fucked up, like from lifting weights, bro. Like that's how dedicated I am. I'm dedicated to the game. You know, I wish it'd be different, but it's not. I'm not gonna wear gloves either. Like that's not gonna happen. I ain't wearing no fucking gloves. The only time I wear gloves is because I got these new dumbbells, and they're my brothers, and they're like 35, 45s, and 55s, but they're brand new and they're chrome, and I don't want to be fucking cleaning them, drying them off, putting oil on them, so I just put gloves on. You know what I mean? I put gloves on so I don't, and then I'll just spray them down after. But yeah, man, at the end of the day, bang it out. You know what I mean? I'm banging it out. If I can do it, you can do it. But like I said, do you want to do it? Do you want to do it? Nobody could force you to do this. If you're in really bad shape, nobody could force you to get in shape. This one's on you. You know what I mean? You got yourself here. You put yourself here. So now it's time to get yourself out of it. And it's all right, man. You know what I mean? Like don't get discouraged. Don't feel bad. Like, because that's another thing about it, is that a lot of people look at it in the negative emotional state of losing weight, that if they can't do it for one day, then they're off of the diet. That's the worst thing you can do. The way to keep it in check and in line is to stay with the program. You have to stay with the program. And if you fall down, if you fall off the wagon, you better fucking run and catch up and get back on that wagon, because the further, the more days you don't do what you got to do to stay in shape, that's only gonna backtrack everything. And it sucks because 7 days could push you back for a whole month. It could push you back for anywhere from 2.5 to 3 weeks, depending on how bad you let yourself go. You know what I mean? So like me, I'm doing this because last week I fell off. You know, it was a good week last week. What can I say? You know, um, we we went to restaurants. We ate at restaurants. My niece had a gender reveal party. I ate over there. And that's the thing also, is that I don't shy away from food no more. Now I'm able to control exactly what I'm gonna eat, how to eat. You know what I mean? Like I'll eat food, but when it comes to like the junk food and the salty snacks like potato chips and stuff like that, I'll get a little bit of everything. And so at the end, like my plate is full, but it's a little bit of everything. So I get that savory, that flavored dopamine fix. So I don't have to binge on those chips no more, because I already got a taste of that. And I know what it's gonna. And then deep down inside, I know what it's gonna do to me. I know if I eat a lot more chips, like it's gonna fall me back. So I've learned to cut out the bad food and replace it with a lot of protein, more better protein. You know what I mean? You know what? But at the end of the day, it's your boy Frankie Blackbird. Remember, join the conspiracy, fly with the murder, be the unkindness. If ain't nobody told you this, let me be the first one to tell you. I don't know you, but I love you. Take care of yourself here and here. And that's all I got to say. And with that being said,